Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, March the 18th, 2020, and I'm just giving you an update on my life, where I've been, what's going on with me, with my health, with the virus that's going around, work, etc. So I'll just kind of start at the beginning. I've taken off. I think I've not uploaded in probably a month. I'm planning to start uploading regularly again in April. I've had a few setbacks. My son decided to move out and move in with his dad. He graduated high school early. He actually graduated in December. And so that was kind of hard on me, as I was going to be alone, and it actually worked out for the best. It worked out really well for him, for his mental health, to be out, and he's a little more active, and he's got less stress on his hands. As far as me, he feels like he needs to take care of me, and he doesn't, but that's what he feels, and I don't fault him for that. But anyhow, neither here nor there, but he's doing really well. Of course, I see him and we still communicate a lot. He's not very far from me, about 20 minutes. And so he's doing well though. And then I had a week after he moved out, I found out that my soon-to-be ex-husband was no longer employed. And so I lost my health insurance and I lost my financial support from him, which financial support wasn't such a big deal to me. I've just had to make some sacrifices, some changes. And so I'm not worried about that. I can make it on what I make with disability and my part-time job. It's just tight, but I can do it. I've cut back a lot. But anyhow, so what my main concern was losing the health insurance. As you know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, I do have a very rare autoimmune disease. It is called Wegener's granulomatosis. I'll link down below a playlist. From the time I was in the hospital when I was first diagnosed up till a couple months ago when I did my last update, so you can kind of have a feel for what I've gone through if you are new to my channel. But short of it is, I have to have health insurance. If I don't get treatment for my disease, I will die. And I don't mean that flippantly. I'm not exaggerating. My disease has a 90% mortality rate without treatment. And treatment is very expensive. To put me in remission, I had to do 6 months of chemotherapy. I did 6 rounds of plasmapheresis. I was on dialysis for 3 months. And currently I take a Rituxan treatment, which is an antibody therapy, every 6 months. Without insurance, it is about $13,000 to $14,000 per infusion. I don't know about you, but I don't have $26,000, $28,000 laying around. I don't even make that much money anymore per year. So I had to humble myself, and I had to apply to be put on Medicaid. This was very hard for me because I've always been a hard worker. I have a lot of pride. I've always been, taking care of myself, but this situation is not anything I could control. I didn't ask to get sick. I didn't ask to get divorced. And so I had to reach out. I've worked hard my whole life. I am continued working. I still pay taxes. I work. So I don't feel as guilty. I feel bad, but that's what this is for. I'm not going to go into my opinions on universal health care or anything like that, because I don't want to talk about stuff like that, but I'm thankful that I have this option and that I was approved for it. My income level is real close to the cutoff, but I did make it. I am classified as a working disabled. So that's good. I have coverage now, so that's one less thing I have to stress about. Let's see. I have a new job. I started on March the 2nd. I'm working for a doctor's office. I'm not going to go into details as to what I'm doing there or what kind of doctor it is. But I was told today that I will be off until at least the 6th. They are down to one doctor in the office, and they're only seeing patients as emergency needed. And they're working with a skeleton crew. I'm not overly concerned about it. I do have a little bit of money put back, and I'm trusting for God to take care of me. He's been good and faithful to me. And with my health the way it is, it was probably for the best for me. I've been healthy, but I have a compromised immune system. I basically don't have an immune system. It has been suppressed with medication, the prednisone and the Rituxan. So it's just, I'm going to hang out at home. I'm not going to be burning gas. I'm got a full stock of food. I am going to go to the grocery store probably tomorrow. There's a couple local stores that are stocked very well in the mornings. I'm going to go and get what I need to last me a couple weeks, as far as just like dairy, maybe some bread. Maybe pick up some eggs, just some necessities. And I'm just going to hunker down at home. I'm going to work on some editing. I'm going to be doing some cleaning. I may do some crafting. Probably record some videos of some recipes. The good thing with just me being here is that I can eat on something for some days. I made this really good Cajun potato and sausage soup Monday night, and I ate it Monday night. Danae and I ate on it on Tuesday, because where I'm working is not the main branch I'm going to be working at, the main office, but I'm training there, and it's literally like a 2-minute drive to Danae where she works. So I've been going to have my lunch there. But so that's been kind of nice. But anyhow, I have a lot of soup left, so I'll be eating on that tonight. Probably I may eat it tomorrow for lunch, and then I'm probably going to freeze some of it because it made a lot, and it was really, really cheap. So be looking for that for a Thrifty Thursday recipe. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. My health is doing fairly well. I did get a chest cold a couple weeks ago. I had to go to the regular doctor and have myself checked, as my Wegener's affects my lungs and my kidneys, but everything was good. I did not have any sort of infection. The only thing was my white cell count was extremely low, which I already knew that. And so I got a sinus cocktail shot. I got an antihistamine, a cough syrup, a Z-Pack, because my throat was getting a little bit red and she was concerned I might get strep. And she also gave me Flonase, which is good because I like that for allergy season. But I wasn't contagious to anybody, so that was good. And it cleared up within a couple of days of getting the sinus cocktail shot. So I do have a little bit of an asthma cough as of lately because it is the season. Spring is not my friend. Allergies and asthma usually flare up pretty bad this time of the year, but I've got an inhaler, and I can take Allegra as needed. So that was that. And then just one other thing. I have a friend now, a male friend. And actually, it's kind of a funny story. His name is Jeremy. And I've known Jeremy for almost 35 years. Jeremy and I are from the same hometown. He is my age, but he homeschooled. So I didn't know him through school because I didn't move to that school till I was in middle school. And by then he was already homeschooling. But his sister was a year younger than me, and we became really good friends. And I would say she was probably my best friend in high school. And so I would spend time with her at her house. And so I got to know him a little bit. Not very well. I didn't, neither one of us talked to one another because we were both very shy. And so we laughed about it because we said our very first date was about 30 years ago. We went to a concert together with his sister, even though we weren't really technically together. but we just like to laugh and say that was the case. But he's a really good guy. He is widowed, and he has a grown son, and we're going to see what happens. I'm very excited about this. It is a long distance relationship right now. He lives in Illinois, not in my hometown, but a town over. But we have spent a lot of time together. He came down here to spend a week with me. I'm going to be going up there, I believe, in April for a weekend, and we'll probably do some weekend visits, and we'll see what happens. And we FaceTime every day, so it's been very nice to have that. I wasn't looking for a relationship, and by any means was I looking to find somebody. It just kind of happened. We had reconnected on Facebook quite a while back, and had started talking again and just kind of reconnecting, and so we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much about it. I know this is kind of a long rambling video, but I kind of wanted to give you an update as to what was going on with me. That's kind of why I haven't been posting, the stress of my son moving out, the stress of me losing my health insurance, the stress of me getting a new job and having to learn, the stress of my illness, my chest cold, etc., which was very hard on me because I'm concerned. It's always in the back of my mind that it's going to relapse, because likely it eventually will. But so I had that stress, and then of course I had company, and now with the virus going around, I'm being quarantined, which is fine with me. Like I said, I'm spending good time with my dog, and I'm talking on the phone with my friends. I'm FaceTiming with Jeremy every night. So it's not that I don't feel isolated, but I'm just thankful to be here for everything. So I think that's about all for now. I hope you do have a great day. I hope you guys are staying safe. Be smart. And I wanted to add this. What the CDC is suggesting people do is pretty much what I've had to do for the last 16 months. Outside of, I haven't had to quarantine myself, but I have to be very careful around people. I'm hyper aware of people who are sick. If I hear someone coughing, sneezing, I do wear a mask if I feel like I need to. I carry one with me. So anyhow, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are doing okay financially. I know this is a scary time for people, but the only advice I have is just to trust God, because God is in control. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. All right, I think that's about it for now. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget, not every day is good, but there is always something good in every day, and I will see you guys in April.